Hey guys, good morning. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. It's bright and early. I've been up for a few hours. An analogy popped into my head this morning. And after watching the stuff from Texas with this bus, the Biden bus, Donald Trump Jr. encouraging it, Trump actually thinking it's a good thing. I love Texas. And it's not just him. It's all of us. It's not just them. It's all of us. And I started thinking about what's going on right now with ballots, with voting, with the anxiety building up to next Tuesday. And I started thinking, what if there were, instead of 50 states, let's say there were like 50 people stranded on an island. Say this is a mix of the show Lost, the show Gilligan's Island, and the book Lord of the Flies, kind of all mixed together, and then some. A bunch of intelligent, some of the best and brightest people from around the world, say 50 of them, all gathered on one island. And a couple people show leadership qualities. Now we're all stuck there. It's a deserted island. We were shipwrecked there. 50 of us, the best and brightest. There's sharks swimming around the island, reefs, a lot of things to overcome to get back to the real world and prosper. And our leaders, the people that we're going to vote for, we need somebody to lead us out of here, to get a game plan on how to deal with the sharks, the reefs, the weather, the waves, the currents. We need a game plan to work together as a cohesive unit to overcome this, because as just single people or single groups, we're not going to be able to do it. We're going to need all 50 people to get out past the reefs, to kill the sharks, to get out there. The sharks and reefs being our adversaries, being the lobbyists, the economy, trading in the world trading, all of this stuff. And 2 people, 2, 3, 4 people pop up as leaders. And instead of presenting their game plans on how to get off this island, how to get back out there, because they can do this. But instead of doing that, they just turn one group against the other group and point to the other group as the problem. Not the sharks, not the reefs, not the currents, the waves, the weather, or the predicament they're in. But they point to their fellow stranded citizens as the problem, the entire problem to this. If we could just overcome these people, we would prosper and get out of here. We have poor leaders that have turned us against each other. Think about how many times in the last 2 months have we heard about what's really going on in the world, our real issues to deal with. We haven't. We've just been blaming each other. Instead of being the united, I know this sounds corny, but we're the United States of America, not the divided States of America. And we've got these piss poor leaders, or people we assume they're leaders, people that we've just assumed are the best because they had the biggest mouths. And instead of looking for the real leaders, we've let the people with the biggest mouths and the least problem-solving abilities nominate themselves as the people that can present the ideas to get off this island, to get out of here. So they turn us against each other. And instead of working out ways to deal with the sharks and the currents and all that, they turn us on each other into decimating each other and throwing the corpses out to the sharks to feed the sharks. That's what's going on right now. You look at that, the Biden, and I'm not just blaming the Republicans with this. It's the whole system. The lobbyists, we're just bouncing back and forth between 2 stale ideas. And we keep blaming each other as the reason we're stuck in all this. And the pit just keeps getting deeper and deeper. And our chances of getting off this island get slimmer and slimmer. And the sharks get stronger and stronger. That's what I see happening right now. We've turned each other into the enemy. We're believing all these insane theories. Like I said, the people that we've assumed to be our two choices for leaders, but especially one of these leaders, has appealed to our fear of being stuck here. That the other group must be sabotaging our reason, our ability to get off this island. It must be their fault that we can't get off this island. So we have to decimate them. They are the problem. That's what seems to be going on here with Trump. And like I said, and I'm not letting off the Democrats or the whole, it's not even that, it's the whole system of bouncing back between these two systems that just keep blaming each other instead of actually solving any freaking problems. You know, and as the rest of the world just looks on, as we sink deeper and deeper, and our chances get less and less. Instead of paying attention to the real issues and using the smartest and brightest people, we're blaming the smartest and brightest people as our problem. Instead of using them to get off this island, to get out of this situation, we're blaming them. It's all your fault. You created this. You're making this worse. And then they just feed the sharks more and more. Feed each other to the sharks. And the situation gets worse and worse. That's what's going on right now. We don't have leaders, and especially one. Like I said, it's without a doubt, the leadership we've had for the last 4 years just isn't even, it's just blaming each other, blaming the other group for everything that's wrong with this country. We're blaming each other. We're making each other the enemy. The rest of the world, we talk about making America great again. And the rest of the world is looking on with pity and abject horror. And it used to be kind of funny, but now it's just pitiful. Watching us tear each other apart with these insane theories about satanic rituals and the worst things that anybody could say about each other. And we're just using these lies against each other. Donald Trump Jr., Donald Trump, I'm looking at you. As the whole problem, the whole reason we're on this island is you guys. When in fact, we have the ability right in front of us to solve all these problems. But we're blaming the actual people that could work together to get us out of this situation. We're making them the enemy. We're throwing each other to the sharks. All right, I'll be back later with another video. You guys have a good Sunday.